Welcome to my channel. My next request is for Oneus. This was made anonymously, and they'll be singing Unforgettable. They're an interesting group. I like them. I hope that some of the comments that I've made on previous videos about them haven't given you the impression that I don't like them, because I do. I like their voices. I like their melodies. I like their dancing. But what I'm looking at on the screen makes me wonder, is this something different? Because as you'll see in a minute, they're out in nature. Interesting. Well, anyway, before we get started, I do want to thank you, because you had a decision to make and you decided to come here. And I not only respect that, but I'm very, very thankful for it, because if you didn't come here, I wouldn't be here. So thank you so much. I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist, so you can support them if you want to. But I put the link to the song that I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia, if I can find anything that's relevant. And I always put a link to the reaction request form, so you can request reactions if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, you do have to use the form. And if you put them in the comments, I'm just going to reply with a copy of the link to the form, because that's how you make a request here. So this is Oneus singing Unforgettable.
주말든 같이 스쳐간 인연 널 다시 되찾기 위해서라면 저 하늘에 바쳐 모든 다 기꺼이 Forget her 일대로 어떻게 널 잊어 다시 together 매일 무너져가는 난 너를 그리워하다 지쳐있어 홀로 남겨진 방 계속 우리 추억을 쫓고 있어 돌이켜처럼 계속 반복되는 scene and over and over and over and over 너를 있다 그대로 있다 기다리다 있다 잊었다 미치도록 보고 싶다 이토록 뜨거웠던 순간이 있었을까 Our timeline 우리의 찬란한
Okay. Um, they seem to be having fun in this one. Just, I'm struck by the age of these guys. They're really young. At least they look like they're young. Maybe they're older and I don't know it, but they sure look young to me. And they were just having fun, doing different things, shoving the shopping cart around and kicking the ball and hitting the cans with a golf club. All, the sort of things that young kids do. Um, the music was interesting. It was it was kind of an upbeat sound to me. No idea what they're singing about, but that's normal. um, I like these guys. Uh, they seem to really enjoy performing. They really do. And I think that comes out in their performances. You can see it, you can feel it, that they really are having a good time. And that's nice, especially after what I've learned about K-pop and how much pressure there is on these guys. These guys seem to be just enjoying it. They're not feeling the pressure, at least not when they're singing these ones that we've seen. But anyway, uh, you know, I've been watching The Chosen. I heard about it for a long time and I actually started watching it once and then quit, and then I picked it up again. If you haven't seen that series, I highly recommend it. It's basically, how do I want to put this? It's like a trip through the life of Jesus. Not all of his life, but just his ministry, basically. Uh, and it's fascinating because although they do a lot of scenes that come from the Bible. Not all of it is from the Bible, but it's very realistic, and it's like you get to know the characters. You get to know Peter and James and John and the others, and Matthew, and you see how they struggled to understand who this man was and to grasp what the significance of his ministry was and to understand what he was saying to them and what he was telling them about himself. How many times did he tell them that he was going to be put to death and that he would rise again? And it just kind of, I'm not going to say it went in one ear and out the other, but it didn't sink in. It didn't really register. I think they felt like he was talking about something far off in the distance, and it was a lot closer than they realized. And it's everything about it is excellent. It's very, very well done. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's available on Amazon Prime. It's available worldwide. It's in theaters right now. The season 5 is, but I would not recommend watching that if you haven't watched the first 4 seasons. You need to watch them in order, like you do anytime you binge watch. What do they call these things? It's not a series. An extended. I don't know what they call them, but whatever it is, it's this. They're now have just launched the 5th season, and there's going to be 2 more seasons to come. They're filming the 6th season right now, and it's just it's great acting. It's great sets. It's very realistic to the time, and it's like nothing I've ever seen before. And so I highly recommend that to you. And tell your friends about it and ask them if they want to watch it with you. I think it might affect you in a positive way. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.